Welcome to Area 51 Raceway. So today I have the Procon dual action airbrush gun. I purchased this about last week, or actually a couple of days ago, and there was a lot of good reviews from for this gun. There's a gentleman on a YouTube channel called Barbatos Rex. I highly recommend watching his channel. I'll put the link in this video. Or on the description of the video on the YouTube description. I highly recommend the gentleman who does this. He's the one that got me to use the on one of his videos that encouraged me to use the dehydrator, which is used to cure paint quicker paste than waiting a week or so, depending on the type of paint and also depending on the plastic you're using. For a dehydrator, if you use the hard model plastic, it'll be fine. If you're going to use a resin body, I suggest you don't do that because you'll distort it depending on what temperature you're using that. I've done that once or twice on accident, not realizing that. You can leave it in there for a little bit, but if you leave it in long periods of time, it will distort it. I guess it would be a good tool for rebending or reshaping resin if you had to do that, but for a resin body, I don't recommend it. For hard model bodies, it works well. But onto the gun. So this is just an opening. This is from Mr. Hobby from spraygunner.com. I got it through Amazon through them. Let me open this because it's taped. And this particular gun I got because it's got a nice fanning nozzle on it. And the fanning nozzle I like about it is that you're able to disperse more paint in a wider area, especially on models, 125th scale models. If I could get the darn thing out. There we go. Having a hard time doing that. Toss that off to the side, and here's the gun. Pretty nice case in it. And this is the first time I'm opening it. And here we go. And as you can see, what I like is this big fan nozzle here. As you can see it, this is great, and I like how it's got a trigger like this instead of the traditional the top part that you squeeze on the trigger on the top. And it does come with a smaller nozzle if you don't want the big fanning nozzle. The cup does detach from the gun just like this. You give a little wrench, give you a tiny hose, I guess, for plastic hose. I have one that I use. And here's the small end right here. If you don't want to use the big fanning one, they do have small small end like so to do smaller stuff. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, looks like that's all that comes in it. But very excited on using this. And it's an air, I believe it's an air regulator also. If you want to put an air regulator on it. But so far so good. Nice nice gun. That probably goes on the nozzle actually. On the somewhere else. It's not for mine, but I have an air compressor over there, and I'm gonna give this a shot, shot and see what it does. Pretty excited about this particular gun. I know I've been eyeballing this for about, gosh, I think over a year. And the gentleman Barbatos Rex on his channel has reviewed this, and it is a good gun. And again, what I like is that the trigger action, I do like that. Air and then feed, and I like how this has this nozzle that fans out, so the paint will fan out that way. It'll give you a large cover on the body, so if you're spraying it a lot larger area instead of the traditional point, and this is like a cone, but it all depends on your style what you want. But this is a real cool air gun. It's reasonable. It's not real expensive. It's not an Iwata, of course. Iwata is very expensive, but this is a real good alternative gun if you want to, go with something that's decent quality, that's less money. And here's your flow adjust, of course. Really looking forward to using this baby. And there's the dual action air, and then squeeze your product, your paint. So I'll look forward to using this, and I will do some paint videos on this. So with all this here, I can say one thing: paint choices are going to be good this year. So I bought the Createx paint, I have the pearl green, the pearlized, what is this called? Copper. Then we have the pearlized blue, pearl blue. And then this one is gold. So we got copper and gold. Then we have the silver. And we have the pearl white. And I have used the green pearl before, which works good. I have also used the purple, which is on the car that I did not too long ago. There is another line they make called Wicked Colors, which is another nice one. This is really good paint. And I have a red, which the red is really nice. They also make a candy line. I haven't experimented with candies yet, but I'm waiting for the couple of the how would you say, the reducers that are coming in, because I had the wrong reducer at one point, and I'm waiting for 2 reducers that have come in. There's a reducer that you use with this paint that you mix it with that turns it to polyurethane paint. When you mix this with one of the reducers or their additives and you let it sit for 15 minutes, and it's supposed to increase the durability on harder surfaces like this. So we're going to try it out. I got a couple other bodies that I got for somebody as a gift because I gave him a motor, and I really appreciate him doing that, from the local club here, and I'm going to experiment one of those bodies. So I know I posted a Facebook picture of what color to pick. I know Harry had mentioned to go with the traditional gold and white, which is old school style. Probably this one, either one of these golds. That's more copper. Or one suggested the pearl blue with the pearl silver. I think that's one of them. One said, I think it was orange, blue, and I think silver or white. I can't remember. But it's nice. There's a lot of options here, and I'm gonna really just go about trying to figure out how to do all this. And I will tell you my progress. I'll make small videos on how I mix the paint and what they recommend. And I'll also go to the booth, which is in the shed, and it hasn't been too humid. They do have another additive to add to this paint for high humidity or high cold, and it's basically acetone. And when you mix it, it allows the paint to dry faster, so you don't get bad reaction in humidity or cold weather. This particular hose is really dainty, but I'm not going to use it because I have actually a cloth type hose on my compressor. So we'll see how this all works out. Looking forward to doing a video on some painting. I'm not a paint expert. I know John Albright's given me a couple of suggestions. I appreciate him getting to me on that. He messaged me and told me what to go with, or how to enhance the pearls to pop more. Which one suggestion was, if you paint this a light silver, this is supposed to help pop. As far as primer goes, we're going to use a light primer, which is a gray. If we use a black, it may bleed through from what I understand, but from looking at the videos from the gentleman that I watched, he used different types of surface, or how would you say, primers, and it really shows how the colors come out. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see what we pick for that mod build, and go from there. So that's it from Area 51 Raceway. Just wanted to say thank you for watching, and have fun racing.